Next, normally what will happen in an application, all routings will loaded initially. When all routers loaded initially, it will create a performance issue. Instead, whenever we need about routing, at that time only we wanted to load the about. Whenever we want contact routing, at that time only we want to load the contact. That is called lazy loading. What is it called? Lazy loading. How do you do lazy loading? First, you should load whatever the routing you want using the react.lazy. Then after that react.lazy, you should keep up all the routes within the React suspense. React suspense will give it something kind of, stop the all other routes and make sure only the lazy loading one will load. And until this particular lazy loading one loads, whatever the screen you want, that screen is called fallback. Fallback is a screen which is kind of, is like an alternative screen which will stay until you get this particular lazy component loaded. Last but not least, we can able to take the query parameters which are like question mark and all using the use search params. Using the use search params. Any doubts here? Any doubts here, ma? No. Next, today we'll learn forms, then we'll learn hooks, then we'll learn redux. With that, we will complete most of the things. Okay. Now let's go here. Forms in React. Mostly by end of the next week, your course will be done. End of the next week. Yeah. Now, React, React forms, React forms can be done, can be done in two ways. In two ways. Based on the forms, based on the forms, based on the forms, React components, React components are divided as based on the forms, React components are divided as controlled components, controlled components, uncontrolled components, controlled components, uncontrolled components. Has anyone created any portfolio in React? You done? Give me a portfolio before we go further. GSV? Huh? Navbar. Router. Router dot netlify. I highly recommend everyone to create your portfolio. For that, yesterday I gave the inspirational ones. Okay. To the people who ever not created portfolio, I'm telling it one more time. I gave the portfolio timing, I think, till this weekend. Na? I gave till this Saturday, I think I gave. So by that time, try to complete it. Is this the one? Okay. But it looks too simple. Oh, you have time, so you will do slowly. Yeah. This was is okay, actually good. Home, about, screen, having simple animation. No need to put this much big paragraph. Try to make it like something look good. This is okay. Multicolor, I did not like it. Having multiple color is not good anyway. Contact, resume. Your resume presentation is good, but I want it like something, you know, single color or something good color. Projects are also good. Instead of everywhere showing the same thing, show it like their particular screen pages. Yeah, this is good. Someone is saying it like, how can I share the code, not get any output, but no errors? Show me in the GitHub, ma, Divya. I love this. Someone, Ritesh, did the portfolio. See this here. Can you see here one toasting is coming? And did you remember I told you one library for this React toaster? They use that library to get this particular toasting one. And good, good, good. If you are, but it's too simple. It's also. I want you to add a simple, minimal, kind of animations. Design wise, it's good, but I want it like make it that animation like this particular one going to that particular percentage or loading on scrolling. Whenever I'm scrolling, make them come. Something kind of one. You can use motion. Framer Motion is a good library for the animations or GSAP. Any other have the portfolio? At least half done. Have it linked? Half done link is there? No. Just try to complete it by the Saturday one. Okay? Especially some boys who did not started, I'm telling it. Try to complete it. Try to do it. Okay? Now, okay, come back to our class. You want me to put the animations? Yeah, I will show you. I will show you. We will do today's forms now. I will use the forms with the animation one. Now, controlled components. Basically, forms can be done it in two ways in React. Based on the way you do the forms, it was divided as two different ways. One is controlled component, another one is uncontrolled component. Controlled component and another one is uncontrolled component. First one, controlled components. In controlled components, in controlled components, form input values, form input values are controlled by state, controlled by the state. We can save or manipulate manipulate the values, the input values using state, using state. We use events such as to take the input values. We will use events such as on input or on change or on select or on click, on click and on submit. These were the events you will use. Just note it down till now. Then I will start doing a simple code. Good. Let's start. Let me start in the meanwhile. Terminal, new terminal, cd react, npm create with at the rate latest forms demo, forms demo, react, javascript plus swc, cd, forms demo. These things we are doing it every day. So I'm sure like most people will get it. npm install, npm run dev. This is a basic one. Go here with the React forms demo, src. I'm creating one file, one folder, components, creating controlled components. So I'm creating something called controlled.jsx, rfce, go to app, rfce, inside the app, I will write it here, controlled. And I wanted to install Tailwind to the people who don't know. Again, every time I will follow these basic instructions. npm install Tailwind and add this following to the vit.config. Let it install. Go here, go here, vit.config, import Tailwind CSS, copy to the index.css and app.css, import app.css. Anyone have any questions till now, whatever I done? I have created one component named control, which is an empty component. I have added that component to the app component. I have added the Tailwind CSS. Ma. Is this clear till now? Online, everyone clear, sir? Yeah. Class height, screen. Oh, Tailwind is not showing. So, IntelliSense, Tailwind, H, screen, then D, plug, justify, center, items, center. Now, in this controlled one, let's go inside the controlled one. I'm gonna add here one form, I think everyone knows HTML forms now. You all know HTML forms and input elements. I don't need to tell again input elements kya hai. Now here I'm gonna create it a basic form which is input asterisk free inputs I created. Input type equals to text, placeholder, enter name. Now, sir, when someone gives you input, enter a name, what the user will enter? User will enter the name now. You should store this name somewhere, right or not? Sir, will that name will be same? Will he keep that name same? No, they will change. For example, I click the name P. Again, R. Name is PR now. Or PRA, Prasad. Name will slowly, whenever they enter, it will change now. Now, when they are user, how to save? Whatever the value, changing. What is the one which you will use for changeable values? Use state. What you will use, ma? Are you all getting my point? Any value which is changing, to save them, you will use something called use state. What you will use? Use state. Sir, I will use use state and I will create something like this. Const name, comma, set name equals to use state. Initially name is empty. कोई doubt है? कोई doubt है माँ? No. Now go here, sir. What is the value? Value is the name. Value is the name. Imagine someone is entering a value on change. On change. On change means the moment they are inputting the values. If anyone remember how to take form data using JavaScript. In HTML, CSS, JavaScript, how you will do is you will use on change event. The moment they are changing it, I will take it event object. What I will take it, ma? Event object. Event object I am taking it here. Set name is e dot target dot value. E dot target dot value. What is E? E is a event object. Anyone tell me here what is the event? What is the event here? On change. Correct. Event dot target. Event dot target means this input is the target. Now event dot target dot value means whatever you are entering in it. Whatever you are entering, I'm giving it to set name. Sir, if I enter P, P will be set name. So automatically name will be P. If I enter R, PR will become name. PRA will become name. PRAS will become name. PRSAA will become name. PRASAD. Prasad will become the name. Slowly, one by one, you are storing in the name. Any questions here? Online, any questions, ma? We are just storing the value. Correct. We are just assigning the value to its field one. Correct. If you understand this, you will understand controlled components easily. This is what the controlled component. Now here, who is giving this e dot target dot value? We are only giving it now. Now, anyone guess this logic? Instead of e dot target dot value, I'm giving directly John. Anyone guess what will happen if I do this? If I do this, what will happen? Default always, sir, whatever you enter Prasad, you enter kuch bhi. What will be the name? Correct na? Sir, that means you are giving the values. You can actually give whatever the values you like. Always set to John, this is. Okay, I don't want it to set. This is the correct answer, like which we will give e dot target dot value. But it's our wish. We can even change that also, right? There is no rule. This is called controlled component. What is it called? Very good, sir. Sir, same way. Can you give it for email? Yes. Const email, comma, set email equals to use state email const password comma set password equals to use state password here email. I am writing it one by one so that you will understand it easily. Enter email, value will be email on change e set email e dot target dot value password password type password placeholder enter password value password on change whatever the event object comes will change into set password e dot target dot value. Do you have to set explicitly value for as we are directly entering? Automatically, whenever you enter, automatically that value will be stored inside that particular ones because you are giving e dot target dot value. Doubts? Any doubts, ma online? Sir, but in HTML tab we are setting if we give input dot value, it will not work. Why? Because see, I understand your logic, but point is this event, whatever you are writing, that event will be in actually, even though you are writing in HTML page, that event is actually a JavaScript. If you are writing directly input dot value, JavaScript don't know what is it mean by that input. So I am indirectly saying it like you are using one event. What is that event on change? Whom you are using that event or target input. वो input का value क्या है? Like that I'm indirectly asking it instead of directly saying it. Online is it clear, ma? Each input I will keep it in a div. Why you are doing it like that? Because if I keep it each one inside a div, so that each one will come one after the another. What if we don't use value name? See here, what if you don't use value name? Nothing will happen. The value name is like initially whatever the value. Like for example, someone is saying it like here, Prasad. What is the default name? So the default name should come inside the input na. When you are giving default name, the default name should come into the inside the input na. How do you get it? Because value should be name. Then only this whatever the default name you gave that will come there. Are you getting my point, ma online? Rajesh, is it clear online? Yeah, good. You can ask me any questions if you have it. And last but not least, I will put one button, submit. If you submit this button, if you click on submit, automatically form will be submitted now, right or not? Automatically form will be submitted, sir. And if you form gets submitted, what will happen on submit? I'm calling one method handle submit. So where is that method handle submit? Const handle submit is equals to e. By default, when you submit the form, what will happen? Automatically, browser will submit the whole form and refreshes the form. We don't want it to stop the form directly submitting because we don't want directly submit. I wanted to validate now. I want to check validation and I want to send it to the backend. Right or not? We should send it to the backend now. So to do this now, if you wanted to stop, you will use prevent default. What you will use? Prevent default will stop the form directly submitting it. Okay. Now, after prevent default, I will print it here. Console.log. What is name? What is email? What is password? Prevent default used to stop form to submit directly. Now go here. Hey, why nothing happened? Huh? Because it's not running only. npm run dev. Can you see the form here? Why the form is coming here? Actually, the form should come in the middle. app.jsx. Oh, I used deflux. Flux. Now it came in middle. Any doubts, ma? Online, any questions? No, sir. Good. Let's make it thoda kind of, interesting one, like thoda CSS. Class name, um, text to Excel, text to Excel, padding 2, border, border black or gray, focus, if anyone focuses it, then automatically border will become blue, blue. Hmm, someone, let's go here, rounded, rounded, rounded to Excel. Huh? Sorry, notepad I'm checking. Correct. Now, next, same things applied to all. Go here, button, class name, BG, orange, text to Excel, text, white, text, center, font, bold, over, scale, 105. Why it is coming it with full rounded to Excel. All are inside the form. All are inside the form. See, I will repeat it like the form one more time. Don't worry. Just the CSS one, like your wish. It's not like mandatory one. So I will just go here. Flux call, gap to for BG gray padding 10 rounded to Excel shadow blue. Hmm? Huh? Table name label. Oh, will do. Labels also will put here BG white BG white BG white. Online, anyone have any question, ma? Online, anyone have any question? No. Now everyone see, sir, what is the form contains? Main form details I will be give you. Okay. Now I will tell you how to use it like one by one by one. First focus here. Now in the app.jsx, I used a flux and I put a controlled component. Directly I will come to controlled component. In this controlled component, I have one div. In this div here, we have a form. Before we go to form, we have three values, name, email, password. What is the default value of name? Empty string. What is default value of email? Empty string. Default value of password? Empty string. And we have three methods also, set name, set email, set password. If you give set name Prasad, name will become Prasad. If I give set email Prasad, email will become Prasad. If I give set password Prasad, password will become Prasad. That was the logic. Any questions here? No. And I also write it one method handle submit. If anyone submit this form on submit means whenever someone submitted, it will come. On click means whenever click, on submit means whenever submit. Whenever submit, it will call one method. What is the method name? What is the method name? Handle submit. Directly it will come to handle submit. In handle submit, I am stopping the form to directly submit because I want to see what is the value contains. So I wanted form to stop submitting. For that you will use e dot prevent default. And then I printed name kya hai, email kya hai, password. But sir, how did you give this email and password? Every input I gave here something method called on change. What is the use of on change? Whenever someone is entering a value into it, if I'm entering P, automatically P will come. P is e dot target dot value. That P value will be given to set name. If I give R, PR will become the set name. If I give PRA will become the set name. And so on it continues. Same thing I did for three things. Online, any question, ma? Online, any question? Component can be anything. Component name. Controlled is just like I wrote it because I wanted to show you uncontrolled components also. There are two components I told initially we discussed. This is like basically controlled component because everything is controlling by the state. Okay, in future I will show you uncontrolled also. Just to show you the difference, I'm writing the names as controlled one. Okay, but it's up to you. You can put it whatever the names you like. Any question here? Usually in real time, people will put names like registration form, sign up form like that, not control or something like that. Is it clear? Online, is it clear till now? Go here, go to the form, enter the details, enter the details, name, Prasad, a@a.com, password 123456, submit. Can you see here? All three things I entered came here. Any doubts? No. Here, sir, when you submit, na, these three things should become blank, na, right or not? How do you make them blank? When I submit here, where I will go? Here I will go. So here I will make it here. Set name as blank. Set email as blank. Why you are making them blank? Because they all after submit only, na. After submit, I am printing it in the screen, in the console. Then I am just stopping it. Now what will happen? Go here again. Do the experiment one more time. Prasad a@a.com, password 123456, submit. Can you see here? Three things are disappeared here. Inputs. Now it came. Any question till now? Online, any questions till now? Someone is like, how can we see the data in console? See here, right click, inspect, console. I am getting the data. How are you getting the data? Because I printed in the console. When someone submitted the form, it is going to one function. In that function, I am like, don't submit it, Rokdo. Then I am saying it like print in console, name, email, password. नेम के अंदर वैल्यू है ना, ईमेल के अंदर वैल्यू है ना, पासवर्ड के अंदर वैल्यू है ना, whenever you are entering only this store na. When we click submit button, how can we get a message like form submitted successfully? That is really interesting point. Sir, when you click it a submitted button, automatically which one is calling? This handle submit only na? In this handle submit only I will put it form submitted successfully. Why can't I put here? I can do anything. This particular form submitted method is the one which we will do. When someone click on the button, automatically it will come submitted. When someone submitted here, alert form submitted successfully. Online is voice is clear, ma? For some people it's not audible, I think. See here, Raj sorry, a@a.com 123456. Can you see? Form submitted successfully. You can use libraries also. Sir, I don't want alert. I don't like alert. Use React Toastify, React Toaster, React Toaster. I think Toastify or something kind of one. You remembered. Handle submit is predefined. No, you can give any name you like. Here, you can give any name you like. Basically, in React, now the handle click, handle input, handle something. People will write it like in a kind of good way. But you can write it anything. Whatever you give it method name here on submit, that will work. Sir, how to use this React Toastify? See here, I want this notifications. npm install save React Toastify. Okay, करो, हम भी सेव करेंगे. This is how people love to use. This is why people love to use the libraries. I want you to use the libraries. Sir, how many libraries are there in the world? So many. Can you remember all? No. Do I remember anything? No. For example, this React Toastify, I used some kind of, thousands times. But I don't remember. I will be like every time I will go to the documentation, I will see the documentation, I will type it. If you remember, every time I use Tailwind also, I will go to the documentation, I will copy paste it. Why? Because that's a waste of time to remember. If I remember, na, what if tomorrow Tailwind people changed it? Again, I have to remember. No, no, library is Kali to make your work easy. So understand always one thing. Go to the documentation, read it. That is the best way to learn anything. Okay. Someone is like, what is E? How can we know where to use E? E is something. E is something. Event object. What is E? Event object. For example, when you are when you are clicking a button, E means click. That is the event object. Sir, here in input also, why are we using this E? Because in taking the input values, how do you take input values? In JavaScript, if you know JavaScript, how did you handle the forms? Without event object, you can't take the values now. Same way. Sir, I wanted to take this whenever someone changing it. E. E means event. What you are changing? Input. So E dot target is input. E dot target dot value. This event object, if you know it, like most of the things you can deal with it. Online, is it clear, ma? Why I'm using Toastify? Because someone asked me to show that message. Someone asked me like, sir, show me the message like, user submitted successfully something. But that message का करने का हम ये कर रहा है. Then, so they are like const. Okay, they are like, you should do this. Okay. Mm, when someone is clicking, they are doing it toast. So I will do here. So they are giving me two things. Copy paste it. They want me to put this toast container inside the code. Let me put it here. Copy, paste. I will put it here. And they are like, if you wanted to use, you should use toast. I will write instead of alert, I will write it here. Toast. But sir, if we use then message will also pop up. Obviously, alert will come something not looking good. That's it. Alert is also good only. Not it's not looking good. That's why I used something kind of toast. That's it. It's up to you. Just to show you how to use libraries, I'm doing it online. It's not like a rule. Don't take it like everything literally. Okay. Now they go. See, let me enter it again. Prasad @a.com. RASAT. Now submit. Can you see? Online, are you getting my point, ma? And I want you to go to the documentation because documentation can have different colors, like why it is coming only top right, sir. You can see it like it's your wish. Okay. I didn't read the documentation, just like whatever in this page. Just I read this page. In this page, whatever is there, that's like if you want toast, you just put the toast method. Wherever you wanna print, put toast container. That's what I did. Okay. And if you read the documentation, you will know like how to put it like animation, how much time and all. So you can do this kind of all things. That's what they are saying it. Okay. Yeah. Now, next, someone asked me how to put it in animations. I will use same way, motion library. What is a library? Motion, which is like copy. See, these animations are not related to the forms. First, I showed you how to take up the form, how to take the form details. Then I showing you different forms, different libraries, so that you can make it look better. Then I will do validation also. Once you are clear about the controlled component nicely looking, then I will do same way uncontrolled component. Is this clear, ma? If it's not possible today, tomorrow also we will discuss uncontrolled component. See, if you want me to go it like more like slow also, I don't mind. I will repeat it and I will go it like, I don't mind it like if it takes another 3 4 days also. It's not like it should be completed the next week or something. No. Okay. But everyone should be clear on topic. Is this clear, ma? Yeah. Okay. Now let's go here. They are saying they wanted to install this motion. Okay, I installed. The next. So do you know how to use it? I don't know. Let's go here, docs. Motion is available in React. React. That's nice. What kind of animation you want? Motion for React is an animation library that's simple to start and fun to master. Okay. npm install motion. That's good. Features can be now be imported as motion slash React. So you should write it like import motion. Not bad. Motion. I got it. The next, the core motion of React is the motion component. It is normal DOM element supercharged with animation capabilities. That's loud. So it's like instead of writing div, these people are writing it motion.div. So instead of writing button, they will write motion.button. So instead of writing form, they will write motion.form. Okay, that was good, not bad. So motion.ul, and you can give directly animate, rotate. Automatically it will rotate. Uh-huh. Let's try motion.button. Animate. Now in this animate, what I can give, animate is an object, not a string. So like a JSX. Here I should give something like CSS animations. Then in that case, I will give what I can give here. Let's give basic example. They're saying rotate 360, rotate 360. Let's see, will it work something in my page or not? Go here. Are you getting my point? How I'm doing the libraries? Did something happen? Hmm. Now I want not rotate. I want something simple looking good. Rotate is looking bad actually to me. Scaling is looking good. So I want initially scale 0, animate to the scale 1. So I will use this one to the whole form. So not button. Is it clear, man? Animate. Sorry. Motion dot form initial and animate. That's it. So here, is it clear? Any doubts in it? Whenever page loaded, it will come like this. And you can do it like something more actually, it's all up to you. Okay. There are something called scroll animation. Scroll animation is like whenever you come to that particular scroll, only at that time only it will come. Like imagine my page is having it like something long page. Whenever I come to that particular form component, at time only it will load. That kind of things also you can do. It's like just have to go with more kind of documentation. Online, is it clear, ma? Yeah. I hope everyone were clear with basic animations or basic kind of forms how to do deal with it. Okay. Now, okay. Because see in React code, mostly people will do make it some kind of complexity here only. Except that everything looks same only for most people. Okay. Now this is fine to me. Next. Sir, do you think this is enough? Who will do validation? My name like it should not be directly going na. People should do validation na. Now to do validation, let me go here one by one by one. If you submit it here form, the moment you are submitting, where are you going? Inside the inside the handle submit. Inside this handle submit, I will go here. Online, if you have question, you can ask me, Manikita. Online, his voice is clear. I think it's breaking. Internet issue maybe. Now let's go here. Let me create here one const errors errors set errors equals to use state. Till now, is there any errors? No. Basically, initially errors are empty. I will go here. Errors are empty. Okay. Now later, now someone is like how to integrate Google Form inside. Are that is very simple. If you go to Google Form, there will be something called embed. Google Form create karo, share karo, उधर embed आता, then put it there. Simple. How to create pop-up message? What pop-up messages? That's what Toastify did na for pop-up only. Now next, next one, sir. If this dot, oh sorry, no need of this. You can directly write it. This is not a class. If name, if name dot trim is equals to empty. Like what if someone, someone did not enter any name value. Name is a required. I want someone to enter the name, but they did not give any name value. In that case, I want to put an error. If then I will use this. Sir, then why did you put trim? You can directly write name equals to empty na. But there is one problem. Imagine I am checking it like, sir, name equals to empty. Someone come here and they give empty space. Is it name? That is why what you should do, first what you should do, you should give it like name dot trim. Trim will remove all the spaces, front and back. Then you are making it like after removing the spaces, is it anything is there or empty? If it is still empty, that means they did not give anything. Okay. In that case, I will say, I will say set errors, set errors, set errors dot errors means already whatever the errors are there, keep that errors. And along with this, I will also add one error. Name error. Name error is please enter name. Please enter name. Someone is like, sir, on submit, if we want to make an API call Spring Boot, then how do we where to write? Everything you will write it in handle submit only. If you have any kind of API, I will submit this to API also. API call also you should do it like here only. Okay, I will show you with the dummy API, don't worry. Now, use state is helping to set the values and to refer automatically, which is good. Correct. Now, good. See, sir, what is this errors value? One more time. One more time, everyone see. Whenever someone submitting it, I'm coming here. At that time, I'm checking. Is the name value after removing spaces also, is it empty or not? Sir, if it is empty, what I will do? I will add errors. In errors, whatever previous errors are there, keep them. And along with this, I'm adding one error. What is that error? Please enter name. But this error should print there, na? This error should print there, na? How do you print it is? I will write it here, one paragraph. Name error, errors dot, errors dot, name error. Anyone remembered what is this? What is this double end and all? Huh? Not logical end. In React way, इसको बोलता conditional rendering. What is it called? Conditional rendering. You remembered? Sir, what is this conditional rendering I use? Imagine inside the errors, if name error is there, then only I should print it now. Right or not? If name error is not there, what we will do? No need to print. If errors are there, only print them. If errors are not there, don't print them. In that case, I will give this conditional rendering. If you remember for loading one also, I did that. Now, conditional rendering, I am printing it here. Errors can there. Whatever the name error is there, print them. Print them. And I will not submit this. I will write it here. Toast name is required or error. Go here. Everyone, let's enter. Prasad. Sorry, I should not enter na. Let's submit the form. Can you see here error came? And also can you see please enter name came? Everyone. But please enter name should come it in black color, should come it in red color. How it should come red color? Paragraph, class name, text, Excel, text, uh, uh, text, red, text, red. Someone is like, why are we using curly braces? Yasmin. This is not curly braces, Ray. This is empty object. Initially, I am using empty object for errors. Initially, is there any errors value? कोई नहीं है. देखो. Everyone see. Can you see here any error? Can you see here any error, ma? No, because initially errors nahi hai. Then whenever you enter, submit, what will happen? If it will check it like his name is empty or not. Yes, name is empty. If name is empty, add one error, name error. If name error is there, print here name error. Name error is there, print here name error. Any doubts, ma? Online, any doubts? Online, any doubts here? No. Same logic. Sir, what if name error is not there? See, go here. Now here it should remove. Now, if user it's not empty, then automatically you should remove this particular errors. In else case, I will use this all in the else case. If there are no errors, then automatically set errors as empty. So now go here. Initially, if user is trying to submit, it will come. But what if user is entering some value and then submit it? There is no value. There is no error only. Clear? Now let's make it more. What if, sir, not only user, do we check only username? We can check it multiple things, na? It's up to you. You check it multiple things. You can use switch cases, you can use multiple other functions. Usually what they will do for checking these things, they will create a separate function. For validating username, they will create separate functions, and those functions they will call it here. Sir, if we want to create it, admin panel and user panel create different and then connect them. Correct only, ma, Nikita. Now, good. Let's make it more. Else if email dot. Do you know that email will be verified with something called regular expressions? You know regular expressions? Okay. For something called, you will use something called email with match. And you will give some kind of regular expression here. Match, you will give a regular expression string or match or tester. Match only. Yeah. Basic email rejects email rejects email rejects uh, emails today. Why it is not going? Internet is too slow, I think, today. Now go here, copy. Online, it's an internet issue, ma. Online is voice is clear now. Online is voice is clear now. Now, if email is having an error, if email is not matching with, if I give not, in that case, I will say set errors, set error, proper email. Please enter proper email, then error. If here this is not a name error, this is a email error. If email error is there, same thing. Same thing. Here how I print, same thing I will print it here in the email box. If email errors are there, it will print something like, if email errors are there, it will print, if email errors are there, it will print the email error. Barabar. Go here, enter Prasad, submit. If I enter at the rate, yeah, please enter proper email. Any doubts here? No. Same thing. My password should be minimum kind of 8 characters or something kind of one. Try it. I will go here. Else if password, sorry, password dot length is less than 8, then automatically again do this. This is password error. Password error. Please enter minimum, minimum 8 characters. And I wanted to print this. How did you print this particular password error? Same conditional rendering. Are you all getting my point, ma? It's like if you understand actually any kind of forms, you can make it more and more complex the forms. Password error. Password error. Now I got the password errors also print. Sir, imagine there is no email error, there is no name error, there is no password error. It will come to else case. I will make it errors empty. Then I will say it like form is submitted successfully. Then, sir, I will use something called fetch here. What I will use, ma? Fetch. In this fetch, I will give some path URL. You should have backend logic. You should have a backend logic. In this backend logic, you will give something called method post. What does it mean by method post? You are giving the values, right or not? So I will give here body. Body contains body contains. What are you passing? You are passing name, you are passing email, sorry, you are passing password. Sir, all these three I am passing into the backend. Automatically it will come, and if it comes successfully, I will give dot then. If it is not successfully, I will give else error, something kind of one. I will just comment this code, which you can use it. I didn't have any kind of backend logic, but you can, if you create a web API in your Spring Boot or somewhere, it will work. Online, is it clear, ma? Online, is it clear? The form, how to create the form, sir? How to take the values, sir? How to do validation, sir? How to make it a basic kind of animation, sir? How to use different libraries, sir? Everything we discussed on this. Any questions on this? Tell me. After? Correct. No, it will not be called directly. See here. After the input, take it here. After the input here, error is there, na? But did I print error directly? I printed the error. If inside the errors, name error is there, then only print that. But initially inside the errors, is there any name error? Initially there is no error. So that's why it's not coming. That's why initial screen, no errors are coming. But when I click submit, what will happen? When I submit here, it will go to the screen. In this screen, it will see his name is having any error. Yes. At that time, errors will add one error called name error. What error it is adding? Name error. Then whenever name error comes, automatically what is here? Conditional rendering is working na. So name error है तो क्या करना है? Print करना है. Handle submit. Huh? Huh. Coming. Correct. Correct. It's like a set value. There we set the value, it will come here. Simple. Object is a error is a object or array. Who said array? Everything is object here. Errors is a object here. So instead of individual values, can we use something like object dot name, object dot email, object dot that 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 is, see, who said it individual value? I used it one thing only. I did not use individual value inside this errors object only. How many objects I created for errors? One. Inside that only name error is there. Inside that only email error is there. Inside that only uh, you know password error is there. Is this clear, ma, online? Enter name. Please enter proper emails. Now you should check it like what was the problem with this will have so many bugs. You should check it on one by one by one. Once you check it all, it will work. Now here, I should give another password error. Why password error is not coming? Email is only having problem. abc@gmail.com. Here only. Why email is not accepting this? Just check it on your logic. It should contain any kind of numbers and it should contain any kind of things and it should contain two comma. Obviously, then it will work. @gmail.com. It should work a@a.com also. We are not, yeah, that is important. We are not cleaning the errors actually. Okay. And I want you to check it on this case. Instead of if else, you can try it in any another way nicely. Okay. Try to create some separate functions for validations that will work for each levels. In reality, we can use a libraries. There are libraries like Formic, which you can use. Okay, which we will discuss. Libraries like Formic, React Hook Form, we will discuss so that you can create it your own. Okay. Now, till now, anyone have any doubts in the controlled component? Same thing I will do it using uncontrolled component. It will create 90% of headaches, uncontrolled component. Does anyone have any question in this? Controlled? No. Now, sir, let's go here. Let's create another component, uncontrolled. Now you will understand the difference between controlled and uncontrolled. RFCA. If anyone remembered, how do you take input value in JavaScript? There are two ways. One is e.target.value. Another one is document.getElement by ID, taking that value and then using that value. Right or not? So that is document.getElement by ID is something called DOM manipulation. You remember DOM manipulation? Yes. In React also you can do. For that we have a hook called useRef. What is a hook? Const name ref equals to, sir, any pre-validation available in for forms using npm? Yes, we have. That is called Formic or React hook form, which we will discuss later. Don't worry. I will tell you some libraries also. Tomorrow I will show you the libraries. Useref. Initial value. Const email ref equals to useref. Const password ref useref. See, earlier someone actually asked me one nice question. Why don't we directly call it like input dot value? But I said it like you because it don't know what is it mean by input. For example, I am calling you. Okay, it's like we are doing one event. Okay, and I wanted to call you. I don't know your name. Then I will be like, at that day I did one event na. In that event, if someone came na, that person I want. Because I don't know your name, I am indirectly calling you. I am indirectly calling like at that day that one event happened na. In that event, whatever the target is there na, in that target, whatever the value is there, I'm indirectly calling it, right? What if I give each input one name? What if I give each input one name? I can give actually name. That is called useref. What is it called? Useref. How do I do that useref? I will show you. I will just use this motion, copy. Now, all the shit of this on change and all, sir, this on change event and all, chod do. Value is no need of value also. I am giving one name for this guy. For first input, I'm giving one name reference. What is the name I'm giving? Name ref. What is the name? Now this first input is having a name. What is the name? If I write name ref का value, वो name ref का value आता. Name ref को rotate करो, name ref को rotate होता. Name ref को background color change करो, background color change होता. This is DOM manipulation. Like when you select an element document dot get element by ID, you can able to change it like however anything na. It's like it's not like ID. It's like document dot get element by ID. Okay, this reference is like completely taking that value. Same like I am giving one more name for this particular guy. Like errors को छोड़ दो. I will write it errors later again. This guy also I don't want this indirectly taking. I will be like reference. Sir, which one is your preference? You can use anything actually. There is no rule. Usually people will use that method or this method. Both are two methods in the React. Okay. So it's like password reference. Now see form became more easy. Online everyone see form became more easy. All it is having is directly names. Now if anyone click here const handle submit equals to e. If I write it here e dot prevent default, I will stop it the form submit. Sorry, e dot prevent default. After this, sir, how to get it values? Console.log name ref. Sorry, name ref dot current. What is the current value? Same way, same way. Email ref current value क्या है? Comma password ref current value. It's like you are asking directly what is the value inside the particular box. Earlier, if you remember, na, whenever you are entering, I am changing it as John also. Every time fix it as John. Because it's my wish, I can change it however I want. But this time it's not possible. Because this time, whenever you are asking it like name value, it will be like go to that input. It is only checking it using DOM manipulation. It is only checking it what is the value, right or not? So that is why this is called uncontrolled component. What is it called, ma? Uncontrolled component. Now see here how it is happening, sir. How it is happening is whenever you enter the value, na, whatever values you enter, everything will be stored in this input. But we cannot access that input. If whenever you want to access this input, you will be like, name ref है ना, name ref के अंदर current value क्या है? Then automatically it will go. What is the name ref here? Name ref is this input. This input का current value क्या है? Whatever is there, it will come directly. No need of events. But here you cannot manipulate. If Prasad is there, Prasad only will come. You enter Prasad, you get John. It is not possible because here control is coming from the DOM. DOM is doing the control. Am I doing any event here? Without any event, without any use state, you can able to access the values, which is the using the use reference called uncontrolled components also. Now this is uncontrolled component. I did not use it in the app, so I will write it here. Can you see here both are looking same? Someone here events are internally handled and set values are happening. That's a kind of uncontrolled component, correct? Now both are looking same, but difference is here I only did the whole manipulation. But here, whatever the values are happening here, inspect console, here, Whatever the values are, why it is taking it this much? Now here console, if I give here Prasad a@a.com 1 2 3 4 5 6, I am getting na, whether it is use state or whether it is use ref, I am getting the values na. What is the difference? Use ref, you are not controlling by any events. It is handling internally by DOM manipulation. And interestingly, na, you can able to change it any kind of values because it's a document.getElement by ID. This name ref is a document.getElement by ID. Sir, can I say name ref dot current dot background color? You can say it like name ref dot style, name ref dot style dot background color equals to red. Now go here, Prasad a@a.com 1 2 3 4 5 6. Why it is not coming? Style is not taking directly. Actually, name ref can do anything. Why it's not taking name ref? Console.log name ref. Go here, Prasad. It's coming name ref current. Okay, it's coming only the current value. Name ref dot current. It's coming to the current. So I should give current dot style. It works maybe. Name ref dot current current. Now साथ can you say background color red हो गया? Because this is basic DOM manipulation. You when you take document dot get element by ID, one element in JavaScript, how you can do? You can change class name, you can change styles, you can take that values, you can manipulate that values, you can do any kind of thing. And that kind of logic is called use ref. Use ref is initially used for DOM manipulation. Okay. Any and how whatever the reference you are getting it, this use ref you will give each one as reference. Sir, in real time, which one will use? Someone is asking it. Imagine I'm using it like something small form, like login, sign up. People use state. Imagine I'm using big thing. People use ref. But advantage is use state is actually good. Everything is in your control. Use reference, people don't, kind of mostly not recommend it. It have so many performance issues. Okay. And it's up to you whether you go for use state or use ref, controlled or uncontrolled. It works both the kind of one. Sir, why to struggle this much for a simple form? There are some libraries called Formic in React. There is a famous library called Formic, build forms in React without the TRs. Or there is another library called React Hook Form. React Hook Form. React Hook Form create the uncontrolled component. Formic create the controlled component. So tomorrow, same control component, same uncontrolled component. Instead of using use state, I will use Formic. Instead of using use ref, I will use React Hook Form. Is this clear, ma? Online, is it clear? Which one is having performance issues? Use ref. Use ref is having performance issues. Validation, same logic. You are getting the values na. See, ultimately, if you get the values, validation is same na. Okay. And tomorrow we'll discuss in the formic and React hook form. We have validations. Yep, we have Jod. We have that libraries. Yep and Jod also. I will show you. Okay. So that you will know it like how to use directly validations. Okay. That's it for today, ma. Thank you all, and I will upload everything into the GitHub one. We'll continue tomorrow. Yeah. Online, any questions you can mention it.